Good morning, dear children. You know, I am very excited today. Do you know why? Because I'm going to tell you a very interesting story. I hope you all are also happy and excited to know that. You all are stuck in your houses for such a long time. So I thought we should learn something together before our school reopens. After all, stories need children and children need stories. So let's get started.
So children, can you see this book Viva Read Now for class 3? I hope you all are having this book. Today we are going to read the story from this book only. So let us open it on page number 1. The King and the Gooseherd. Now children, do you know who is a gooseherd? A gooseherd is a person who takes care of geese. Now, geese is plural of goose. And goose is a bird similar to duck and it also lives in water. Now, children, can you see this picture? What do you see in this picture? Yes, this man is resting under a tree. He is reading a book. He is wearing a crown. Alright, that means he is a king. So let us read the story and find out what happens. Now keep your finger over here like this on the first line and read along with me. Long ago, in a land across the sea, there lived a good king who loved books more than anything else in the world. One morning, he was out walking in the country where he had gone on holiday for a few days. As the sun was very hot, he stopped and sat down to rest under a tree. Now children, you can see he is resting here under a tree. He took a book out of his pocket and tried to read it. But as he was very tired, he soon fell asleep. When the king awoke, it was past noon. He rose, picked up his cane and started for home. He had walked a mile or more when he suddenly remembered his book. He felt for it in his pocket but could not find it. He had left it under the tree. Now children, this king was very fond of reading the book. So one morning when he was walking in the countryside, he sat under the tree and started reading his book. But because he was tired, he fell asleep, and when he woke up, he rose and started walking towards his home. But on his way, he realized that he left his book under the tree. Now children, awoke. What do you mean by awoke? Awoke means to wake up, and it is the past tense of awake. Similarly, rose means to get up, and it is the past tense of rise. Cane. Cane means a stick. Can you see the stick over here in the picture? This is called cane. So children, now turn the page and let us continue reading on the next page. Keep your finger over here on the first line and read along with me. The king did not wish to walk back so far. Neither did he wish to lose the book. What should he do? Perhaps I can find someone who will go get it for me, said the king to himself as he looked about him. At the foot of a hill, not far away, he saw a boy tending a flock of geese. The birds were eating the short grass and wading in a shallow brook. The king walked towards the boy and said to him, "My boy, there is a tree about a mile from here and close to the roadside. I have left my book under it. I will give you this gold coin if you will get it for me." The eyes of the boy sparkled when he saw the piece of money. "I would like to go," he said, "but I cannot leave the geese. They would run away and soon be lost." "The geese will be all right," replied the king. "I will take good care of them." So children, the king wanted his book back, but he did not wish to go back to get his book. So he started looking for someone who can go and bring his book back. There he found a boy who was tending a flock of geese, and he asked that boy to get his book from there. And he also offered that boy a gold coin. Can you see this gold coin in his hand? So children, as we all know, that king forgot his book under the tree and he looked for it in his pocket but couldn't find it. Now he wanted his book back, but he did not want to go to take it. So he thought that he should find someone who can bring his book back for him. He saw a boy who was tending his flock of geese under the foot of the hill, and he went to that boy and offered him a gold coin and asked him to bring his book back. In return, he agreed to take good care of his geese. Now children, over here, tending means to take care. Flock is a group of same kind of birds, and geese, as I already told you, is a plural of goose. One bird is goose and many are geese. Now here you can see many birds. These are together called as flock of geese. Now wading in a shallow brook means, shallow here means not very deep. Brook is a flowing water or a stream. So these geese were wading means trying to walk in a not so deep flowing water. And sparkled over here means shine. When the boy saw the coin, his eyes shine with happiness. Alright children, now let us find out whether the king was able to take good care of the flock of geese or not. Let's continue reading on the next page. "Take my whip," said the boy. "I will go for your book. Be sure to keep watch on the big gander. He is the leader, and the whole flock will follow him wherever he goes." The king took the whip and the boy set off to get the book. When some distance away, the lad stopped and called back, "If you want to keep them together, just crack the whip." Now children, what is a whip over here? See children, this is a whip. A stick, and on one end of the stick a rope or a piece of leather is tied. And what is a gander over here? Gander is a male goose. Female is goose and male is gander. Now lad is a young boy. Crack the whip. What do you mean by crack the whip? Crack the whip means be strict, to act as if he will hit them with the whip just to scare them. Alright, now let us read. The king sat on a stone and laughed at the thought of being a gooseherd. It was not long until the geese discovered that their master had gone. With a great cackling and hissing, the birds went running across the meadow. Now, meadow is a grassland, and cackling and hissing is a loud noise. Like you must have heard ducks making that noise, quack, 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 and they ran away. The king ran after them, but he could not run fast enough. He tried to crack the whip, but failed. To make matters worse, the geese flew over a fence and began to eat the flowers and vegetables in the garden. Now, children, what is a fence? See, children, fence is a border. A border outside a field or a house is called as fence. Now, the king was not able to take care of the geese, and that is the reason he couldn't control them, and they flew across the fence, and there they started eating the flowers and the vegetables in the garden. Now, children, let us continue reading on the next page and find out what happened next. Can you see a fence over here? Now these geese, they flew across the fence, and there they started eating flowers and the vegetables. King was not able to stop them or control them, though he cracked the whip. About an hour later, the goose boy came back with the book. When he saw that the geese had run away, he began to scold. He got angry because all his geese were gone. I have found the book, and now you have lost the geese. I knew this would happen. You must help me to drive them out of the garden. So he told the king that I have brought your book back. Now you are supposed to help me to bring back my geese out of the garden. Without saying a word, the good king handed back the whip. Stand there at the end of the fence, ordered the boy. When I crack the whip, you must shout with all your might. The king did as he was told. The boy went into the garden, and after a great deal of shouting and cracking the whip, all the geese returned to the meadow. I hope you will forgive me if I have not been a good gooseherd, said the king. Here are 2 gold pieces, one for bringing my book and one for all the trouble I have caused you. You see, I am the king, and I am not used to such work. Now, children, as we all know that the king couldn't take good care of the geese, and when the boy came back, he was very angry because the king could not take care of his geese. So, he ordered the king to help him bring back his geese to the meadow. King, being a good person, followed his order, and after so much of struggle and hard work, they brought back the geese to the meadow. And after that, King gave the boy 2 gold pieces, one for bringing his book back and one for the trouble that he has caused to the boy. Now let us continue reading on the next page. The king? Cried the boy in surprise. Now the boy was amazed. He was shocked to know that this man is a king. I did not know. I am sorry if I made you angry. You are a kind man, and everyone says that you are a good king. Yes, replied the king with a smile. I may be a good king, but I am a poor gooseherd. So the king accepted that he is a very kind and a gentleman, but he couldn't take care of the geese, and he is not as good as the boy. So, children, I hope you enjoyed this story. Children, I hope you enjoyed the story. Now you can tell the story again to your parents or grandparents, your cousins, friends, or your brother and sister. Discuss the story with them. Tell them about the king and the gooseherd. What happens in the beginning, what happens in the middle, what happens in the end, so that they can also enjoy the story. Now, other than the story reading, you can enjoy these fun activities that I'm going to share with you today. Now, out of these three activities, you will do any one activity. Remember that you have to do any one activity out of these three activities. Now, first one is you have to record a video or an audio to tell the beginning, middle, and end of the story, and you can send it on your teacher's WhatsApp. Or you can talk about the story. Now, children, we know that the setting of the story is a meadow. So, you have to write what is a meadow. That means you have to write its meaning and then you have to draw it. Or you can do this word map where I've given you two words. One is surprise. So first you will write the meaning, you will write its opposite, and then you will write a sentence using surprise. Other word is shallow. You have to write its meaning, its opposite, and you have to use it in a sentence. So children, there are two words, surprise and shallow. Out of these three activities, again, remember that you have to do any one activity. Either record a video or click a pic and send it to your class teacher. So children, till then, goodbye. Take care, stay home, stay safe. See you in the next class.